Scared of the dark? You will be. Experience a new layer of terror with Dead by Daylight's Lights Out modifier. So we know that this is coming along with that Alan Wake paragraph, or mid-chapter I should say. And now I admit, I'm really looking forward to this game mode, mainly because it's the first game mode that we're getting after like, what, I don't know, like 8 years or more. I don't really want to do the math right now, but you get my point. Finally, something brand new to play, which I'm excited for nonetheless. This is limited though, but they did mention that a while back about game modes being limited time until like I think it gets enough attention, and if it does get recognition, then they will hopefully just have it in there as a game that you could just go and play all the time, hopefully. Because the thing that scares me about limited time anything is that you can enjoy that thing for a certain amount of time, but then it goes away. It's only temporary, it's not there to stay. So I hope that's the direction that they're going. I could be wrong. Also, notice how at the end of the trailer when you see the light flashing at the logo, it's a reference to Alan Wake, because in Alan Wake's trailer it does the same thing at the end of the trailer. Thought that was pretty cool. What I expect out of this game mode is for it to be technically Nightfall, but just with any killer you could play. Only question is, what happens when you play as the Dredge on this mode? It will like will Dredge even be like a playable character in this mode? I don't know, because technically it'll always be Nightfall, but then he can't get Nightfall. I don't know. I'm curious to see it though. I'm also assuming that flashlights will have an infinite duration or a much durable duration, so they will burn slower, one or the other. Because I do think it would be pretty dope to roam around the map and actually use your flashlight to like see while you're playing Alan Wake. It's very gimmicky. Fits for him. I'm guessing killers may glow from a survivor's point of view when you're within a certain radius from them. Like you see how when you play against Dredge and you could kind of see his glow when he's pretty close by, and even hear him, vice versa, because you know during Nightfall is glowing, so you see the highlight of survivors. But I wonder if all that would be removed to make it more intense and scary. When the killer becomes undetectable in this mode, I wonder if there is glow to it, I wonder if that glow is gone. So you receive no type of indicator from the survivor's point of view where the killer is at least visual wise, because you can still hear them depending on the killer. Just something to think about. The most scary or beneficial killers I could think about for this mode is Michael, because of course he may be able to stalk from far away or from a certain range depending on the darkness. Like I need to see how this darkness plays out and how it affects everything. But if his stalking could work just like how it works in game, but it's just dark, that would be terrifying, because that means he could be stalking you from far away and you won't even tell he's stalking you. And if he's pretty close by, you would just hear him breathing. I could see Ghostface tagging along with this same idea, where he could just stalk you from afar. You won't even see him nor be able to get him out of his undetectable, so he would technically just be stalking everyone, marking everyone left and right. And then Chucky, he's so small you won't even be able to see him. You really have to just open your ears for the giggling sounds. The twins I could see being the problem too, because of Victor. You won't even see Victor. He's smaller than Chucky, so once you hear that sound cue that he's gonna do a charge pounce, then you technically, it's like, what are you gonna do? This is if the glow is coming into play, because if there is glow, then that will help a little bit, but you still have to use your ears massively. But since Victor is so small, it's like good luck. Trap I could see being pretty annoying, because he could just place his traps in valid areas, and that will leave an effect on you, because you really have to look at the ground and keep track of the ground, because you don't know where your trap is going to be. If you run into them a lot in a normal match, imagine this game mode where you could barely see. Mind you, you would have to be that focused on the ground while wondering if trapper is nearby. Once again, that is if the glow is in effect though, because if the killers do glow, that will help the survivors a bit. For Hag, is the same formula where you won't even be able to see her traps. You could barely see her traps in the game because they're more transparent, but now since your sight is hindered, it's like you could run right into him without even paying attention. For only if he's running like an undetectable build on this mode, I can see him being pretty scary. You will hear him rushing and not knowing what direction he's coming from until you just get obliterated. GG's though. Bubba could sneak up on you with a chainsaw and just insta down you. I can see a lot of Bubbas running undetectable builds as well. Same with Billy, who's another insta downer, being able to just rush at you and not really knowing what direction he might be coming from until you just get insta down. Sadako I think would just be terrifying on this map. I could just see her being pretty scary. It's scary enough alone that she's already undetectable. She already has a stealth aspect to her. So with this effect on top of that, yeah, I could see it being pretty scary in this mode. But we will see how it plays out though. Same thing for a Xenomorph, where specifically if you're running just the default Xenomorph, the Xenomorph Xenomorph might blend in with the darkness. Once again, this has to deal with the glow aspect to it, if there is a glow aspect to it, where the killer glows if they're not undetectable, but if they are undetectable, then they have no glow. I'm just assuming that's how it might be like, but if that is the case, I can see a Xenomorph being a really stealthy killer on this mode, and I can see people using the default skin to their advantage to blend in with the dark. That's actually really dope though, because it'll feel just like the movies, since the Xenomorphs are just like roaches crawling in the darkness. I wonder if this mode would give Legion an advantage, because you might not know where the Legion is coming from while they're in their frenzy, giving them the opportunity to possibly get more downs than usual with the frenzy. So I'm curious to see how Legion will play on this mode. Other than that, we can expect to play this mode along with the Alan Wake release. That actually just made me more excited for his release, because I'll be honest, I'm not really like a fan of Alan Wake, but not in a negative way. I mean, it is what it is. He's here, you know. But I am super excited to finally play a new mode. Sadly limited, but a new mode nonetheless. The devs are also doing a live stream showcasing the mode, so if you want to tune into that stream, that will be happening on the 30th, the release of that mode. Other than that, how do you guys feel about a new mode finally being added to DVD? Lights Out mode. Let me know down below. Love y'all. Take care. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. And peace.